Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 Zielonka Real Survival. Today, we're going to continue our contract work and hopefully by the end of this episode we'll have enough money to purchase our first very own field that we are actually going to keep this time. Last episode we flipped a field and yeah, made a little bit of profit. So, I've got a number of contracts here selected. So we have a fertilizing contract, just one of those. There was only one available. And then we also have some harvesting contracts. Let's jump on into the contract menu here. So we have field 79 to fertilize. It's a small field. 51, 60, and 86 are all three fairly smaller fields. And all three of those need to be harvested. Now, I only accepted or borrowed the equipment for one of the contracts, and we will be using all of this equipment for all three of those harvesting contracts. But first, we're going to knock out the fertilizing contract. So field 79 is where we are headed. So we're going to go ahead and hop on into here and make our way over there. It's not far from the shop at all. I believe if we go down here and we make a left turn just past field 54, should take us right on up to where we need to go. So the plan is to purchase a field, and by the way, you may see some stuttering and whatnot. I just loaded into the game, haven't really done much, so it may stutter just a little bit. So the plan is to purchase one of these fields over here by where we plan to build our farm. That way we already have a jump start on what we're doing. Now, there's a couple of selections. Wait a minute. Is there a roadway right here? Oh, no. I see where it's at. I took the wrong road. Yeah, so there's two fields that are kind of an option to get us started. I think I have my eyes on, I think it's like 53, I think is the field number. I don't know. I'll have to look. This is field 77. What am I need to pay attention to where I'm going. What am I doing? 79 is where we're going. 79, which is right here. Now again, we got to be careful because we do have the whole crop destruction thing on, which you can see I've already yeah, caused some damage. So let's go ahead and get this thing going here. Yes, I know it's reserved for contract work. That is what I'm doing. Perfect. I love having precision farming because I can see it down on the little mini map where my coverage is. Makes life a lot easier when it comes to working with fertilizer on a field that already has crops growing. Gotta be careful not to run over any of the other fields. And we have just a little sliver over here left to do, so we'll go ahead and just turn this on. Perfect. So we'll jump into the mini map, or the actual map here in just a second. I'll show you which field I'm looking at. It is a little overpriced at the moment, but I think that's okay. We'll be alright. Alright, there we go. Contract is finished for fertilizing. So let's head on back to the shop. real quick here. Jump in. So we have field 51, which is one of our harvesting contracts, but 53 is the field that I'm looking at, which is farmland 46. It is a little overpriced at the moment, but I think that's okay. Now we could, after we do all these contracts, see if maybe we have enough to go ahead and buy this land right here. That way we get a field and a little bit of area to start building a farm. The problem is there's no crops on this field. So with 53, if we were to purchase this one, we would at least have some crops that we could harvest and sell, which is it's just wheat, so we wouldn't make really a whole lot off of it. But at least it'll be something, and we also have to consider the fact that we would have to lease the harvesting equipment in order to do that. And I just realized my time scale was paused, so let's go ahead and unpause that. This tractor is struggling quite a bit with this setup. Might be a little undersized for it, but it got the job done. So, like I said, that's the only fertilizing contract that we have today. And the rest of them are harvesting. Need to make sure I get rid of the fertilizer in my spreader so I don't get any reimbursement for it. Man, it is still stuttering quite a bit. That's alright. Alright, we'll come in here. Go ahead and come in here and hit empty. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and accept that, or complete that contract so we can get our payment. That's the wrong one. There we go. Fertilizing complete. All right, there you go. You can see 0 reimbursement. Leasing cost was only $758, so that's not too bad. 7,125. Go ahead and collect that, and our actual income from that was 6,215. So yeah, not bad. That put us just over 90,000. So let's go ahead. Here's the thing. We may have to use the taxi service for the first time today because field 60 is all the way down here. 51's right there, so that's not far of a walk. Was that the only 2? No, I have 3 harvesting, so 86, 60, and 51. So there's 60. There's 86 and 51. So 86 and 51 is not that far from the shop to walk to. That's not a big deal. Now 60 is all the way down here. That'd be a bit of a walk. Oof, I don't know. Maybe we should just go ahead and knock out 60 to start with. Hopefully we can harvest that whole field. If we can harvest that whole field into this tank, into the tank of this harvester, then we can just drive it back up to the shop and dump it into the trailer up here so we don't have to worry about it. So let's hope that is the case. If not, then we'll either be walking or taking the taxi service for the first time. Alright, we are down here at the field, and let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. And maybe we should unfold this first. Why is this not unfolding? Turn on, pipe out. Does this not unfold? Yeah, it looks like this one doesn't have to unfold. Alright, well. There we go. So we are harvesting canola. So I haven't seen any feedback in the comments about whether or not we should allow ourselves the bonus from any leftover crops. So I'm just going to continue to let it go. And yeah, give us a little extra coin in the pocket to go towards buying us a new field. This field is just riddled with weeds. I don't remember seeing any weeding contracts come up, so, which, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. So this is going to take a little while, and just by looking at the capacity now, I mean, we're coming up on 15% already. And we're not even done. Yeah, see, there's 15%. We're not even done with the first pass down. So we're definitely going to have to go get the trailer, which is unfortunate. So maybe I should demonstrate how we're going to do the taxi service, or I could just hoof it with no player speed modification. But I think I think we'll make it interesting and just go ahead and demonstrate the taxi service real quick. So let me get a full tank here, and we'll come back and take the taxi up to the shop and grab our tractor with the trailer and get back down here and get this work done.
Access granted.
Alright, there we have it. Our first full tank, 4,900 liters of canola. And we got actually more than I thought we would done on this field. So what we will do, let's go ahead and hop into our map here. And actually, let's go to workers. And that's the Unimog. There it is. This is the vehicle right here. And we are going to set a destination. And we're going to go ahead and have him come down here. Target is unreachable. Target is unreachable, huh? So let's set another destination. Target is unreachable. Okay. So I wonder if it's because of where he's parked. And with all the vehicles kind of in the way. So we may have to relocate where we park the taxi. So, with that being said, I'm just going to hoof it back up to the shop and grab the tractor with the trailer on it. So, just to make sure you know I am not cheating the system, enjoy this little time lapse of me making the walk of shame back to the shop. Alright, so that wasn't actually too bad of a little walk, but I do think we'll go ahead and relocate this taxi somewhere better so it can easily find its roadway. So I'm thinking maybe we just park it right here. Oh no, my controller just turned off. I wonder if my batteries are dying. They are indeed, so I'll have to change those out. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and park this. Okay, the turning is awful on this thing. We will park this taxi right here. And hopefully that will be able to find a path. If not, it could be an issue with that car because it is a mod, so from Mod Network. So, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna change my batteries out on my controller and then come back and head on down to the field. We'll come back when we're back at the field. Alright, we're back down to the field, and also I want to point something out with respect to the manual discharge on these harvesters. I was actually toying around with something on another save for another map, and I came across a setting that I completely forgot about with the manual discharge. So if we come into this, see dynamic field, slip passenger, enhanced, dynamic maintenance. Okay, maybe it's not in that one. Lumberjack, interactive, manual attach. Am I missing it? I wonder if for some reason I do not have it actually installed. That's interesting. Alright, so for now we'll not worry about it, but there is a setting that you have to actually enable manual discharge. And then you'll be able to manually choose when you want to empty out the pipe or not, or empty out the combine. So we'll go ahead and throw this all into this trailer and get back to work. Hopefully this trailer can haul it all in one load. So that was 4,900 liters, and let's actually see what percentage this trailer is at. So 25% full. Let's see. That's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 passes. Yeah, we should be able to fit it all into this one trailer and make one trip to get rid of the crop, so that should be perfect. But for now, we're going to go ahead and jump back in to getting some field work done. Alright, so as you can see, we have finished up that first contract down there. The trailer is still down there with the tractor. I need to get down there to get that over to the sell point and then bring it over to the next two fields. The harvester's already over there. I'm not sure how much of that I showed in a time lapse and how much I cut out. But yes, harvester is over there and ready to go. So we need to get down there, get our tractor and our trailer. I'm going to try this again. So if I get in here, and let's go ahead and go into the map here. Probably a good idea that it is saving. And let's go to worker. We're going to go to that. Set destination. And we're going to bring it down here. And looks like it is going to work. And the turning is awful on this, so maybe we should be picking a different vehicle for this. So this is obviously charging us, so I believe we had 93,549 or 539. 93,539. So we'll take that into account. So let me just mark that in. 93,539 is what we had before the journey started. If it's not like an obnoxious amount, we'll probably just leave it at that as the charge. And this is charging just based off of the typical worker, hiring a worker thing. And there we go. You can see we have made it, and it has charged us quite a bit. And we are at, let's see, 93,453. Charge us $86, or 86 zloty. I think that might be a little bit expensive, but you know what? I think we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna go with it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and turn around the taxi. And we'll hop out, we'll leave it running, and we will... now this is going to charge us again. I just realized that. Oof. So let's just go ahead and bring it. Set destination, there we go. We'll go ahead and just bring it back up here. And that is going to charge us again. Probably about the same amount. So I'll probably have to give myself that same amount. But here's the problem. So when I'm running the Polish currency and I subtract an amount from my balance, it's going to take it out based off of euros. It doesn't make that conversion as far as the rate. So I'll have to figure how much 86 zloty is in euros. And yeah, I'll have to make that adjustment. Or again, maybe we just leave it. Maybe we make it a little more difficult and we just leave it at that. And whatever it costs is what it costs for the taxi to take us where we're going and to go back to the shop. Could be kind of interesting to do it that way. Because it looks like it's taking quite a bit. Again. Alright, so it looks like we are here at the farmer's market, and I believe this is where this contract is going. Let me just double check. I believe all of them are going to the market. So that was field 60. And take it to the farmer's market. Alright. There we go. Let's see how much money we make off of this. And, just thinking about it, maybe since I am allowing myself to take the bonus off of these contracts, maybe I just leave the whole taxi thing as it is and I don't worry about giving myself the money back. I think we have a problem here. I think we have a problem. So 86, the transport is done. So canola, and canola. Okay, so all three are canola. So we'll just go ahead and harvest the other two fields and bring it all down, and whatever's left is what's going to be left. So that should balance those contracts out, because that should have went to 60, but I think because The equipment that I'm borrowing is for 86. It's sent it to 86 first. So that's interesting. So yeah, let's head on back up here to these other two fields and get these knocked out. I don't know if I'll show these in another time lapse or not, or go ahead and get them done, and we'll come back when we're done. So yeah, you're gonna know right now. I'm not gonna know until I'm editing the video. So see you in a bit. Alright, so we got another loaded trailer of canola here, and we have finished field 86. We're on 51, and you can see we still have quite a ways to go, and it is already getting dark. So, yeah, this is taking quite a while. Again, I don't know how much of any of this I am actually showing, and I just realized I'm going the wrong direction. Yeah, I don't know how much of this I am actually showing in a time lapse, and how much I'm cutting out. No. Oh god. We almost had to call for recovery on that one. That would not have been good. So, yeah, you can see we still have quite a bit of work to do on this field, and we're going to be working into the night. Hopefully, yeah, we'll be able to get all of this next run in a single trailer load. So it'll be one more trip down to the sell point. Excuse me, down to the sell point, and we will be done with the contract. So again, let's just continue on. Let's jump down to the store, or to the sell point, and see where we're at on our contracts, and then we'll go from there. Alright, we're here at the sell point once again, and one thing that I've been forgetting that I have is the ability to open and close the cover from outside of the tractor, and that is just for added realism. So we'll go ahead and drop this into the sell point, and see where we're at on these contracts here. So field 51 is 40%. 51 transport is done. 60. Okay, so we still haven't made any money at all. Alright, so 86 is officially completed. We gotta send a little bit more to 60, and then the rest of it's gonna go to 51. But if something is making me feel like this is not gonna complete correct, so we'll have to see where we're at. So yeah, we're gonna get back up to the field and finish up all of that, and come back to the sell point again and see where we end off with money, or if we have just lost money. Yeah, so I'll see you in a bit. Alright, the contracts are finally completed. We're going to be dropping this into the sell point and see if we make any kind of extra money off of this. Let's go ahead and drop that in. Okay, so we made 22,884 off of that, off of all of those contracts. Not too bad, not too bad. And then also we need to turn in the contracts and collect our payment. So, yeah, I think we may have enough to buy, the field, or to buy the land where we want to build. So if we buy the land where we want to build and it has that field on it, it has no crop on it, so we would have to lease a seeder or a planter or something along the lines. We would have to lease the equipment basically to put anything on the field. So I mean, really, it's I don't know. I don't know. Either that, or I could buy the land and then just continue doing some contracts off camera, because I don't want to do contracts every single episode, uh, and just be, completely repetitive. So I may do that off camera in between this and the next episode, and get the money together to buy a planter and all of that stuff that we need, or cedar, or whatever we need for whatever I decide to do over there. So let's go ahead and accept our payment for these contracts and see how much money we are going to make. So this one right here, Field 51, is the one that we leased the equipment for. So we're going to lose out on 1,286 on that one. We got 10,028 for that contract. This one, we have no lease cost or reimbursement or missing crops or anything, so we're going to get the full payment off of that. And same thing with this one. There we go. So we got 18,362 and 12,211. So we are at 156,839, and that land is 157,086. We're so close to buying that land. Now we could buy 46, we could buy 42, but I kind of really want to buy 45. So we can go ahead and get our area for where we want to build the farm. And then, we'll work this field a couple of times, and then this area is going to turn into animal areas, cow pens and pastures, pig pens, sheep. Well, maybe not sheep, because we decided we're just going to do cows, chickens, and pigs. So yeah, we'll see where we go with that. But I do think 45 is going to be our best one to go with. So we'll have to go sleep, do some more contracts, get a little bit more money, and then buy the land. And then I'll continue doing more contracts on the side. So I'll do all of that in between this episode and the next episode, and get the land purchased on camera. So I'll get the money for the land and equipment and all of that off camera, and then buy the land on camera, so you guys can see all of that. But that is going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.